We have been watching as the market is starting to slowly erupt, and of course, Hedera continues to make a lot of noise regardless of the price action. Even though, this aligns perfectly with the market waking up, Hedera just continues to make noise no matter what. And we are starting to see some very big announcements happening now, not just about, new names and leadership and things like that, that a lot of you probably don't even care about. But we've also been seeing a lot of big updates around AI, tokenization, and just overall expansion of the ecosystem. Now, you might be also saying, well, Nick, all of these big moves, where's the price action at? Again, when we think about price action, it's not just tied back to announcements. If everything that got announced around the space led to price action, guess what? HBAR would probably be at $10 today. But that's just not how things work. We are still tied back to Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance cycle. So until Bitcoin dominance actually does sell off, which it's starting to now, we're not going to see that alt season. We're not going to see a lot of these altcoins wake up in a big way, but we are starting to see the market move here, and we're starting to clear out some levels, which is very good to see. But outside of that, let's actually dive on into some of the big news happening around Hedera. Number one, new name, new leadership, and a new era for builders on Hedera. Now, this is actually from the HBAR Foundation. It's now renamed the Hedera Foundation. This year and beyond, we're laser focused on driving growth across Hedera's on-chain economy and its institutional ecosystem, working to place the network in pole position for years to come. This is very exciting because institutional focus is crucial right now. I don't think that I need to tell you guys that institutional DeFi opportunity right now is growing in a big way. Institutional adoption and growth as well from like tokenization products, for an example, is starting to erupt. I'm very excited for Hedera to actually take this initiative. I think that this is a huge game changer. So what does this mean? More grassroots builder support whilst also attracting top innovators from outside the ecosystem to establish Hedera as a leading network for both startups and enterprises alike. That's DeFi, AI, institutional asset tokenization, and beyond. Alongside directly accelerating builders, we're also going to be indirectly accelerating them through renewed marketing that aims to capture attention from across Web 2 and Web 3 and funnel it into the emerging economies being built here on Hedera. Over the coming weeks, we'll present our extensive strategy on how we plan to achieve this. And for now, check out the latest Hedera press. Now, this is the new post from Hedera, and this actually outlines their overall commitment to this. So we have here that we're unveiling two new brand entities. The HBAR Foundation is now Hedera Foundation, and the Hedera Governing Council is now just the Hedera Council. While these two entities remain independent and continue to serve distinct roles, they are now aligned under the same Hedera brand, providing greater clarity to those in or looking to join the growing Hedera ecosystem. But this moment is about more than branding. It represents a renewed sense of purpose and direction supported by fresh leadership and a deep commitment to the Hedera community. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen from this point on. So far, Charles Atkins has been killing the game around Hedera, which we do have down here. Hedera Foundation, led by CEO Charles Atkins, will continue as an independent entity focused on community-driven retail innovation and institutional adoption of the Hedera network. It will also foster the growth of tokenization, artificial intelligence, and decentralized finance solutions. Hedera Council will be led by Tom Sylvester, who has been appointed president and will lead the implementation and execution of council-approved strategies and policies. Hedera Council will remain focused on ensuring the continued security, strength, and integrity of the Hedera network. Additionally, Mance Harmon, co-founder of Hedera and chairman of Hashgraph, has been elected chairman of Hedera Council for a 2-year term starting July 1st of this year. The new visual identities for Hedera Council and Hedera Foundation closely align with their shared values of transparency and trust. Together, they reinforce Hedera as the core brand representing the open source public network and its foundational technology platform. And outside of that, we do have the new focus under Atkins' leadership. So he's going to be bringing a bold new vision to the Hedera Foundation. With prior experience as president of Hedera Council and leadership roles at Polygon Labs and Aptos, Charles is uniquely positioned to guide the foundation into the next chapter. They're sharpening its focus on core priorities, most notably DeFi and community empowerment, which we all know has been a problem in previous years. In 2025, it will continue to lead ecosystem integrations while launching new initiatives that make DeFi more accessible. These efforts will deliver secure, user-friendly tools for managing digital assets, The foundation's goal is clear: to empower individuals and communities around the world to confidently build the digital economy of the future. At the same time, the foundation is strengthening partnerships with enterprises leveraging the Hedera network to secure AI systems and data, driving smarter, safer, and more efficient operations. It will also support and collaborate with projects and companies to expand tokenization capabilities across industries and advance digital identity solutions that enhance online security and trust. This is the new chapter around Hedera Council as well with Tom Sylvester. He's bringing deep understanding of the Hedera ecosystem to his new role as president of Hedera Council. Since joining Hedera's legal team in 2018, he has helped shape the legal governance and strategic frameworks that have been instrumental to the council's governance of the network. With a track record of steady leadership and relationships across the council, Tom steps into this new role at a pivotal moment. His experience ensures continuity as Hedera Council sharpens its focus on enterprise adoption and positions itself for the future. Now equipped with its own website and a clearly defined identity, Hedera Council has a dedicated channel to communicate about its purpose and vision. Under Tom's leadership, the council will focus on strengthening decentralized governance, accelerating global enterprise adoption, influencing public policy, and ensuring that the Hedera network continues to be governed with integrity, transparency, and purpose. Guys, I think that this is going to be incredible. I think that when we really look at what's going on here, right? Hedera is dead set on being that 100 plus year company. And the best way to do this is by having this all under one umbrella like this. I think that this is incredible. I think that this is going to be huge for Hedera. And I definitely look forward to seeing what they do achieve here going forward. Now, on top of that, let's actually talk a little bit about the ecosystem, because we know that it's going to erupt soon. We know that it's going to be expanding a lot as well. And if we think about that, we also have to look at some of the updates that just recently got pushed. Here we actually have the EVM updates. Wallet Connect EVM, Hashpack App ERC20, SushiSwap Labs ERC20, Fireblocks HQ EVM, and Copper HQ EVM as well. We are starting to see the access to Hedera, even from the Ethereum side, growing and expanding. Again, these are all gates to Hedera that are now opening. I am looking forward to seeing what's going to happen over the course of the next couple months. Everyone is talking about price action. I get it. I love price action as well. I like when my bags are pumping. But we also have to look and focus on the things that will lead to price action on Hedera. And this is exactly why I focus on the fundamentals, because the fundamentals are so crucial to the success of these projects, and also the price action to actually get there as well. And I do suspect that with all of these big ecosystem updates, with all of the major expansions happening, this is all leading Hedera into the next stage, which is becoming a top 10 giant in the space, possibly even becoming a top 5 giant, which I do suspect will happen. But this is also setting Hedera up to become one of the most successful Web3 based projects that this space has to offer. And I think that it's all, happening at a crucial time, because regulations are almost here. We're starting to see a renewed focus on pro crypto innovation within the US. We're starting to see this entire space being supported in a big way as well. And, just the overall adoption around this tech is growing and growing and growing. So Hedera definitely stands at a pivotal moment around this technology, and they have everything that they possibly need in order to become one of the most successful projects in the space. Now, on top of this, AI. So we know that Neuron World, which is one of my favorite use cases on Hedera, just recently released a big update. We have AI agents just became super intelligent. Neuron just announced a major upgrade to Anthropic's AI's MCP, enabling AI agents to discover, access, and pay for premium data using USDC on Hedera. This is incredible to see, and I'm going to talk about why here in a second, but we have watch an agent buy SkyX network and Roam network data and respond in real time. And they do have this video here if you guys really wanted to watch it. I don't want to waste your guys' time, obviously, but it just shows you that it's working, that it is, a huge push around the AI side for Hedera, because this is all built out on Hedera. Now, they're paying using USDC on Hedera. Why is that a big deal? Well, it's because USDC on Hedera is growing rapidly. Guys, we have watched as this quickly climbed to over $130+ million issued on Hedera. I mean, even if you look at the last month, this is up over it's almost up 61%. This is almost at $50 million added to the network in just the last month alone. So as we start to see a lot more of the ecosystem players like Neuron offering, purchasing specific use cases like around this, like anything that you are, tapping into here is pretty much paid out from USDC on Hedera. This is good because not only does it create demand for the network, but it's also growing the stablecoin side of the market on Hedera as well. This is awesome. Now we also have API keys are dead. Wallets are the new interface accessing premium data used to mean manual subscriptions, contracts, and API keys. Neuron replaces all of this. AI agents now use a digital wallet to interact directly with data providers, opening the $3.5 trillion premium data economy. Guys, again, these are the types of use cases that I love. And Neuron isn't just a DePIN player here. No, they also have so much going on under their, hood that I'm very excited for Neuron to really kind of continue to expand rapidly and continue to become a much bigger piece, not just of the Web3 side of things, but also the Web2 side of things because of the drone tracking. Their focus here is to make sure that the airspace tracking itself is a possibility to enable, drone deliveries, air taxis, things like that. So Neuron has been building for quite some time. I think that we started to talk about them back in 2021, and ever since it's just been, heightened growth ever since. And we actually have here the full breakdown. We've rewired MCP to enable AI agents to buy remote DePIN data. This is great. This is awesome. And it's all paid out through USDC on Hedera. Love to see this. $3.5 trillion market being targeted here, and we have this unlocks new possibilities for AI agents that we've never had before. Premium data is now universally accessible, giving AI real-time accurate insights for smarter decisions, and the best part, it's happening as we speak. AI can now see mobile coverage in real time. Roam Network is a DePIN on peak that crowdsources mobile signed data from users. AI agents can query this data source autonomously, optimizing coverage, informing infra decisions, and guiding robots and drones in real time or in real world ops. And by the way, here you actually have Roam, as they do show. Get AI weather insights straight from the source. SkyX Network, a DePIN on peak, collects HQ weather data via edge compute enabled sensors. With embedded MCP servers, Neuron enables AI agents to access sensors directly, providing precision weather insights on demand. Here's why we're obsessed with Eliza OS integration as well, which if you guys don't know, yes, Eliza OS did get integrated within Hedera as well. We have Neuron's work with Eliza OS lets Eliza agents autonomously discover and buy SkyX Network's data via MCP. Thanks to Fleek's integration, advanced prompt chaining amplifies insights, unlocking powerful AI capabilities as well, which they do show in this video on how it basically works. Again, love to see it. And this is, just follow them if you guys want to support them. But the fact that we're starting to see a lot of AI agent adoption happening around Hedera and expansion as well through use cases that have been here for quite some time, this is great to see. And it's something that I keep telling you guys to focus on because, some of these sectors in the space, like when it comes to tokenization or even AI, like you might think that this is just like some hype machine or, oh, it's just like, it's all words. We want to see movement here. Guys, this is all a process. And the fact that we're starting to see moves like this being made is showing us that real world use cases on Hedera through AI and even tokenization are going to grow in a big way. I'm still waiting to actually see a lot of tracking around Hedera's ecosystem because I'm very excited to see how much money is tied back to Hedera. Like, for an example, we've been focused on RWA.xyz for quite some time. There's almost $23 billion tied to it. They added Hedera Hashgraph. This is in beta. It seems as though they're getting ready to start tracking the data around Hedera. Right now, if we actually look at the networks, they have about almost $12 billion tied to them. I do question where Hedera is going to be on this list. I've talked about it over the past couple weeks as well. I just feel as if, when we look at tokenization, we're at the starting point here. We're at the starting point for AI as well. I know that it might not seem like we are with, ChatGPT and all of these big AI initiatives, but we're still at the starting point. And I do think that we're going to continue to see these use cases and these big markets expand rapidly around this space. And I think that we're starting to see the accelerated push from a lot of these projects as well, including, of course, Hedera with, these moves like this to actually focus on institutional, adoption, because we have here that they're going to be focused on driving growth across Hedera's on-chain economy and its institutional ecosystem. And the focus here is institutional asset tokenization. So definitely prepare, because I do think that Hedera is here to really become a leader around enterprise and institutional grade use cases. But don't forget the retail side, because they're focused on all three at the same exact time. And so far, it's been an incredible year for Hedera. And I do think that this is only going to continue to heat up more and more as we do get closer towards the end of the year. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.